Hey guys, I'm Blessed Outta here with a super sick review of a super sick figure. And what is this? It's the SH figuarts Super Saiyan Son Goku San Diego Comic Con exclusive. And I gotta say, this figure looks amazing in packaging. So the difference between this and the original release, because this is an exclusive here, a Comic Con exclusive, is that this one has a different paint scheme than the original release. And I gotta say that this paint scheme has to be over 9,000 times better than the original, if you catch what I'm saying here. The original looks flat. It doesn't have as much depth in the paint. It's basically just all yellow, so I really prefer this one over the original release. So if you can get your hands on this one, I'd get this one. So before we rip this guy open, let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, it says Super Saiyan Son Goku on the side right here. Comic Con exclusive. Got a Dragon Ball Z logo, Bandai, and Funimation. So, yeah. So on the side here, we got just a little picture of Goku. The back of the packaging looks really sick. It's got a lot of poses, so you can get some ideas of what you're gonna get here. Come off. Side of the packaging looks really cool too. It just has that really cool look. It makes me want to buy the figure even more. So let's rip this guy open and see what he's all about. Look, comes with some instructions too about how to swap his head and hands out. So that's pretty cool. It really looks professional. Really like that. That way you don't break the figure or nothing. So that's really cool that they did that, just so that I know what to do here. And for all you 14-year-olds, I'm sorry, but you can't get this. Sorry to disappoint you. Alrighty, so now that I got him out of the packaging, let's take a closer look at him. And I gotta say, this guy is almost perfect in my opinion. This is the #1 figure to have, in my opinion. If you like Dragon Ball Z and you like figures, it's perfect. It's amazing. I can't really say anything about it that I dislike. The articulation is amazing. Uh, Sculpt is amazing. Paint apps are amazing. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with this figure. Everything is perfect with this figure. I cannot recommend enough to go pick this figure up yourself. And you can see the new figures that are coming out in this line too. There's a Vegeta out already. There's a Piccolo out. There's Gohan. And I know that they'll be releasing Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which looks really cool. And I know they're releasing Trunks too, which looks amazing. And Trunks actually comes with Super Saiyan and normal head. So that would be really cool. And it's rumored that Cell and Frieza will be getting the figure treatment too in this respect. So I can't wait for that. Those figures are going to be amazing. But more about this guy right now. Alright, so let's talk about the sculpt and paint apps on this guy. So let's take a look at him and see what is good and what's bad about him. The sculpt on him really represents Goku very well from the cartoon I remember. Perfect representation. Looks exactly like it. Nothing wrong at all in my opinion. So the sculpt in its own respect is very like Goku. Really, really nice. Can't say enough how much I like it. The only really one big problem I have with this figure is that you can see the joints right here when on the back of his leg. Doesn't really bother me when he's in a display or just standing like this. Can't really notice it. Can't really tell. Doesn't really bug me a lot. The paint on this guy looks perfect as well to the show. It's perfect colors, perfect orange, perfect blue. The only thing is that his waistband and his wristbands are purple, light purple. I don't know why it would be purple. I don't remember Goku having purple wristbands and waistband. I don't remember that. I'm pretty sure it'd be the same color as this. But other than that, that's the only, I think, con of this figure, really. Other than that, it's really an amazing figure. So the sculpt on him, you can see really nice baggy pants. I like how they did that. Doesn't hinder the articulation at all with the baggy pants. His boots look amazing, really cool. Even have the little tie on it. Really, really awesome. I think it's perfect. It's a perfect Goku in my opinion. Okay, so for articulation, he has different articulation than a normal Marvel Legend or DC Universe. Considering it's not a DC Universe or Marvel Legend, but it has kind of weird articulation, but it works really well. So I'll just go through here. So his head can move all the way around, up, down, side, left, right. You can look down, pretty far down, like more than enough down. Up, he can look up pretty good to the point where it does look like he's looking up, but the back of his hair here kind of hinders it a little bit, but not enough that it would really affect it at all. So the arm joints and the leg joints are really what are different about this figure, and I'll see if you can get in there, but it's not a ball joint. It's a weird kind of joint, but it makes it so it has a full rotation in every which way direction, which is really nice. And the cool thing about it is that his sleeve is attached to his arm. So anywhere you point his arm, you can just tuck the sleeve back in, so it looks like that it never moves. So it doesn't really hinder the articulation at all. So you can put him like this, put his sleeve back in, it looks perfect. So I really like that about it, so that you can put him in really any pose at all, and it really doesn't look like anything's wrong with him. It looks natural. So the arm articulation, it has that weird kind of joint, not a ball joint, but it works really cool. I'm not sure what to call it, but so he has a swivel right here, double jointed elbow, swivel on his wrist, and he has a joint on his wrist for his blasts with his other hand, which I'll show you in a minute. So he's got a swivel right here, which sounds like you're cracking his back, like, sorry about that, Goku, but yeah, it sounds like you're gonna break it. I'm not sure why it does that, but don't worry, it won't break. He also has this weird joint where it pops out his waist right here, so you can kind of make him a little bit taller. Not sure why you would use that, but it kind of works for that, so when he can be, like, knocked back, like, so his chest is inwards more, or if he's hit in the back, he can, fly outwards. That's works really cool. It looks really cool, too. So his leg articulation, his leg also pops out like his arm, and if you can see in there, that same kind of joint on his arm, so you can move it all which way and put his, you can do really high kicks, really low kicks. Really cool. These joints work really good, so they just pop out, and then you can just pop them back in. But they move every direction, which is really nice. Really gives you a good range of motion. Double jointed knees, swivel right here on his foot. He has a foot, like, toe joint, I guess, right there, and pivot right here. Really, really nice. Really good articulation. Kind of different articulation, but works really, really well for this figure. Honestly, I wish every figure had this articulation. If every figure had this articulation, I would honestly buy every figure I've seen. So really, really good articulation for this guy. Really works really well. So for accessories, he comes with two different pairs of hands. He comes with these two pairs right here, which are like Kamehameha hands. They look really cool, and you can actually get him into a Kamehameha pose, which is really nice. So really cool hands. It works really well with the figure. Comes with two, like, blast hands. All the accessories here are really well sculpted, and no doubt about these two. It works really well with the figure. He also comes with his, like, teleport hand right here, so he puts it up on his forehead, and teleports. Looks really cool, and his arm can actually reach his forehead, so he can actually do that pose too. And he comes with one other head, like a rage face head, I guess. I don't know. Look, really, really cool if you put the Kamehameha hands and this face on together. It really looks like he's charging up his blast. Really looks really, really cool. So I'll show you guys how to put his face on and everything. So this hair on the front pops right off, and then his face comes right off, and you can see that there's two pegs right there, and there's two pegs on the back of his head. So you just pop the two pegs right in there. Just make sure it's nice and snug, and put the hair piece right back on. So it works really, really nice. It almost looks like you can't change the head out. Looks amazing. Really, really cool for that. So for the hands, pop right off, and you can just put another hand right on. So there you go. Now he's giving you a blast to the face. So overall, this figure is really nice. Everything is really good on him. Basically a 10 out of 10 figure. Nothing really that I would like to change on him at all. So really big thumbs up to these guys. They made a really nice figure. Can't say how much I like this. Can't say how much I want to recommend this to you guys. So definitely, if you're thinking about picking this up and you're not really sure if you want it or not, I guarantee you will like it. So definitely pick this up, guys. Thanks for your time, and check out my other videos. Thanks, guys.